chose the U.S. men's national team. And so, to choose the U.S. men's national team and to be as involved as you are, only to not have that spot open for you in the World Cup. Listen, hopefully this makes him a better player. Like, hopefully in the long run, this creates something, a monster, if you will, in Diego Luna, to where he takes that next step. But, the other side of the coin is also talking about Gio Reyna. And
yeah, that's what they're talking about. Alex says it's not the Zendejas Luna debate. It's more of the Reyna Luna debate. He says no, but Reyna makes his team actively worse. I don't know, because Reyna, in the last time he's played, he scored a goal. He created a ton.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Reyna is going to do, because in the last, what window was it? October? Had to have been October, where he scored in the first couple of minutes, and that was after the three of us debated for an entire show if Reyna should be on the roster or not, and then he scores in the first 3 minutes or whatever it was. So, and
assists. I think he assisted too, if not in that same match. I'm pretty sure.
No, I think Reyna would make us better. And Bronny brings up a good point. Would you rather have, though, a committed player who's going to give his 100% or a non-committed star? Sometimes the non-committed star is just a better player. Sometimes that just happens. And I think Reyna is a better player than Luna. Luna tries hard, don't get me wrong. I think Luna has more hard work. I think he has more intensity. I think he does all the off score sheet things much better than Reyna. But if I look at the last couple of games, Luna, I think, scored in the 5-1 thrashing against Uruguay, but I think that was late in the game. But the Mexico game scares the crap out of me when it comes to Luna. How do you disappear for an entire 90 minutes when you are the main guy on that team? How do you disappear for 90 minutes? Yeah. You don't touch the ball, period. Like, I get it, the roster's not there, but you disappeared for 90 whole minutes in a Gold Cup final against your arch rival. So that kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and not only did he disappear, but, he made mistakes. He was blatantly out of position. Like, there were a couple of moments in that match against Mexico where it was like, clearly Diego Luna was not where he was supposed to be. And so, he has disappeared in big moments. But, from the Gio part of the conversation, let's face it, in that debate that we had leading up to it, I believe my point was, what do we have to lose in trying him out? And does he lose the ability that he had to play the sport that he had 4 years ago? No, the only thing that was holding Gio Reyna back was the nepotism conversation. And that, to be frank with you, Ryan, that's something that's never going to leave Gio Reyna or anybody else that has a famous parent that plays in, or Sebastian Berhalter or anybody else that has a parent that has been a part of it before or played in it before. You are never going to escape that tag. The only thing that you can do is go out and provide results. And in the short windows that we saw Gio, during those windows that you had just mentioned, he performed and he did what he was supposed to do. Again, like what Ryan said, is Gio Reyna going to get us into the semis or get us a World Cup? No, it's not. That's not the conversation. But is he deserving of this playing time now? This is the moment for Gio, and I said this leading up to everything. This is his chance to finally redeem himself after what happened 4 years ago. Because just as much as he is responsible for what happened to himself, you also have to say that his dad was largely responsible for what happened as well, because he made the focus about his son in the midst of a World Cup, and all of that led to what happened. But now that Greg Berhalter isn't there, now that we've had 4 years go by, to say that he's learned his lesson, I would say so. I would say that probably feels like a big black eye on what his career has been and what he's done for the U.S. men's national team. So just because he's not as vocal, just because he's not as out there as Diego Luna, it's because I think he realizes that U.S. men's national team fans feel a certain way about the kid. But that doesn't mean that he's lost the ability to play the sport or that he can't play it at a high level. Has he had a great club season? No, frankly, he's
never really had a good club season.
He's never really.
The only players that have good club seasons are Adams, and when healthy, Richards, McKennie. I mean, Pulisic really doesn't either. Pulisic goes in spurts.
Not
like,
this
he's
year.
not consistent,
Yeah.
but when he is on, he is on. But he disappears like he hasn't. I hope to God Pulisic can somehow grab a goal, or he needs to grab a goal against Senegal or Germany. Needs to get a goal.
Yeah.
Then he needs to.
Yeah.
But he makes every team. He makes every team he's on worse with his attitude and laziness. Says Alex. I mean, his Bundesliga team is pretty buns, regardless of him being out there or not. So, I mean, I wouldn't say. Fabian, by the way, says, I laughed and the principal looked mean at me. Don't get yourself in trouble, Fabian. I know you're at an honor roll thing. Don't get yourself in trouble, man. But no, it's, I don't know. It's, when it comes to Reyna, I feel like he's going to do more than Diego Luna. I really do. Because Luna, it's a great story. It's a great background. I like what he's all about. He even did the what was it? Where they have like the little kids and they have like an interview with the kid. He even did that thing too, and he got snubbed. I just feel with Luna that I just didn't think he was gonna play. I don't think Zendejas is gonna play either, unless we have barring an injury or something. But I don't see Luna. I don't see Reyna starting. Like, I think we're just picking at the smallest things just to complain about. Like, that's just what I feel like at this point. But now our full focus should be, what's the starting 11 going to be? I don't think Reyna, Luna, or Zendejas would even be a part of it. Who's the first couple guys off the bench? Maybe you could have had that conversation with them, but I still don't think those guys are coming off the bench first or second. So, that's just my point.
Yeah, that's fair.